Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you 7 Microsoft Word tips you must know. See, Jennifer Connolly is looking at you. She wants you to know these tips too. If you are a PLR user, these tips will be very useful for you when it comes to rebranding your lead magnets and reports and whatever, okay? But before I show you these useful tips, let's watch my useless intro video. Tip number 1, how to insert a cover image for your report. So I have a Word document open here. What I'll do is center the cursor, insert, pictures, this device, and I'll choose my picture. I have one here, insert it. Now we have the image here. Now it's not as simple as dragging the image to the side, because you'll see what happens. You saw that, okay? If you align it here, and you want to drag this here, you see that part expands, and if you stretch it out here, you see what's going on here. So that's not the way to do it, okay? This is how you do it. So once you insert the image, click on it. You see this little box here? Click on that, and you'll see this square, tight, through, top and bottom, behind text. This is what you want, behind text. Click on it, okay? Now you can drag the sides of the image without worrying about the image being out of alignment and all the other bullshit that comes with Microsoft Word. See that? It's much easier to do it. Okay, so this old bat is nice and comfortable on the page, and if you want, you can save it as a PDF. So you can save as and PDF, okay? So that the PDF is nice and neat. Perfect. Tip number 2, I'm going to show you how to add page numbers to your report, and I'm going to show you how to add a link to your opt-in page or your website at the bottom of each page of the report, okay? So I have a document here with 20 pages of lorem ipsum. To insert page numbers, you just click here, insert, and you click here, page number. Now you can choose whether you want the page number at the top or at the bottom. I always choose the bottom, and this one here. So you click on it. And now you'll see there's page 1, page 2 and all that. From here, you just hit enter, click on center, and I'm going to type arunchandran.com. I'll make this font small, Arial 8, okay? Come to my website, copy this here. Wow, fantastic. Now only the pop-up will show up. Insert, link, paste it here. So now you have a link at the bottom of the page. If I want, I can even type a title here. Center it, Arun's lorem ipsum masterpiece. Okay, and just double click here, and there you go. So now you have a title at the top of each page, you have a page number, and you have a link down here. If you ever want to edit this, all you need to do is just double click on this area and both sides will open up, and you can edit it here, double click here, and you're done. Let's save it as a PDF, save as. Okay, so see, this is the PDF, and at the bottom, page number, my name. Let me see if I go all the way down. See, page 15, it's still there. If I click on it, and there you go, I'm taken to my blog. And if I exit, fantastic, you're a genius. Okay, tip number 3, how to insert a text box. So now in between all this text, let's assume you suddenly want to insert an important point. So hit enter here, you come here, click on insert, come to text box, click on it, click on this. So now you have a text box here. Don't panic, click on the side of the text box. Do you see this little icon appear? Click on it. Now these are the different options that you have to position the text box wherever you want. I'll choose this, which is the top and bottom, and automatically you see the text is at the top and bottom of the text box. If you wish to further position the text box, you can come here, click on position, and this will align the text box relative to the page. Okay, so this is at the top left corner of the page. Let me scroll up so that text box appears here in the center of the page and here, or you could just put it right in the center, middle left, and so on. I'll just leave it here, and here you can put whatever point you want. State your important point. Okay, now what do you do next? You click on format. You see this shape fill, click on it and put this yellow color. You can choose blue if you want. Keep it light so that the point stands out. I found that this color is the best so far, and there you go. So now you have a point that stands out. You can lengthen it, widen it, do whatever you want with it. Okay, that's how you insert the text box. Tip number 4, how to create 2 columns within your text. Now there's a purpose for this too. Let's assume I put 10 keto foods you must eat. Okay, we bold it, and now I add the foods. Okay, we hit enter. I'll highlight all of these, bullet form. Now you can change the height of the bullet here. Okay, we can just remove the space after the paragraph. So what we have now are a bunch of bullet points going into the next page. I want it in 2 columns here. Okay, so come to layout, columns, click on it, 2, or you can even choose 3. See, that looks better, doesn't it? What's this extra point doing here? Gone. Okay, and that's as simple as it gets. Tip 5, how to position or align your images in Word. So many people have problems with this, myself included, and if you don't know how to do it, it's a damn pain in the ass to figure it out. Okay, so now let's assume I have some text here and I want to insert an image somewhere here. Okay, here. So what I'll do is come here, insert, pictures, this device, and I have an image here, so I'm going to insert it. You can resize the image by doing this. Okay, so now that image is over there. Now this image is in line with the text. That means it's in line. If you click on this, it'll be tight. If you click on this, it'll be through. So you see the image is going through the text, or so they say. If you click on this, it'll be similar to the text box earlier, where the text is at the top and bottom of the picture. You can just slide it wherever you want. Okay, I'm going to choose this square, and there you go. You see it's neatly positioned. If you want to change the distance of the text around the image, you click on it, click this, see more, and text wrapping, I think. Okay, and since it's on the left, right, we can just push it up to, let's make it 1 cm, so it's quite visible. Okay, so that it's moved by 1 cm. So even if you drag it, it will respond accordingly. Okay, let me change it back to, what was it earlier? 0.32. Okay, all is right in the world now. If you want to add a border to this image, click on it, come to format, picture border, and you come to any one color that you like. So I'm going to choose yellow to make it obvious for you all. You can click on the border, click on the weight. This will decide on how thick the border is. Let's make it nice and thick. And if you want to add a shadow, you can come here to shadow, and you can add a shadow to it. Okay, there you go. So now you have an image that stands out. It's fantastic. And that's how you align your images. It's as simple as that. It's just a matter of dragging and follow the grid. See, you saw that the green line appears here. Don't go and pull it over here. Keep it here, so that when you finalize it as a PDF, it all looks good, and leave some spaces here so that your image looks good. Tip number 6, how to create a template. Now this is a very important tip to know if you're writing a lot of reports, because it will save you a lot of time. Okay, now I have a brand new document here. Come to heading, right click on it, and you see this modify. I'm going to click on it. You can name the heading heading 1 or whatever heading you want. So this is your biggest heading. It's going to be the title of your report, and here you can choose the font that you want. So I'm going to choose Arial Black. Okay, and here's the size of the font. Let's make it 18 and bold black. I'm going to add some space here. I'm going to center it, and I'm going to click OK. So now these are the settings for my heading. Now let's assume the title of my report is once again Arun's Lorem. Am I even spelling that right? Ipsum masterpiece. Okay, this is the normal font. I'll get to that later. But the moment I click on heading, so that it becomes the title of your article or your report or whatever. Now let's look at the normal font. Okay, once again, right click on it, modify. I always prefer to write with Arial 12, or you can choose 22 if you're half blind, but that's 12 is enough for me. Since I'm young and strapping and handsome, click on OK. So let me paste some fantastic Lorem Ipsum once again. Boom. Okay, so now all my Lorem Ipsum font is Arial 12. But if I click on this, boom, becomes a heading again. So back to this. Now you don't just need headings, you need subheadings. So you have to modify this to, once again, you right click here, modify, and we'll make this Calibri 14 bold, and you can choose more. I'll choose more colors and something here. Give it some spacing and hit OK. So now let's say you're typing out a bunch of shit and you say tip 1, stop using foul language in your videos. Okay, that's one. Arun. If I come and click on heading 2, so now you have a heading over here. You can just leave a space to make it look better, and blah blah blah, type whatever you want to say. You come here and you click tip 2. My typing is so shit. Stop using in your videos. Why do people put an asterisk there? I'm just going to put it I. Okay, if you're going to say it bold, click on that, heading 2, and so on and so forth. That's how you format your text easily. So file, I'll save it as a template. So the next time, anytime you want to write a report, you just need to open up the template and the settings are all there for you. You don't need to, keep formatting and doing all the other stuff that takes up time. So since I write so many PLR articles, I have a template that looks almost exactly like this. So I come here and I open it up, I click on the title and I put 5 tips for keto dieters. Okay, and very important, highlight it and save it as save. Okay, so now this is the article and you can start working from it. If you do not save it as and you accidentally click on this save button, then this becomes your template and you don't want that. You want it to be clean and nice. Okay, tip number 7, how to create a table of contents. Once again, another important tip. I've seen so many PLR sellers who don't even know how to do this. They just create a report, but the table of contents is not clickable. So we're going to learn how to do that. Okay, we have the cover page here. We come down here. I'll click on this, insert page break. So what we have now is a page break and a brand new page here. Click on references, table of contents. And I always choose this one. So what we have here is the masterpiece that I have. I've included a few more tips here, and since each tip is a heading here, the heading 2, when the contents page is being created, it creates a chapter for each tip. This is why you need to format your text early on. That makes everything easier when you're creating the table of contents here. Okay, now I'll just save it. I'll click file, save as, desktop, and PDF. Okay, so this is the PDF report and we have the table of contents here. Now when I click on tip 1, boom, it takes us to stop using foul language in your videos, Arun. Tip 2, stop using shit in your videos, be cool like Arun. Don't ask yourself why you watch Arun's videos, and good news, the video is about to end. So click on tip 3. Why do I have 2 tip 3s there? I must have sit. Let me go back and change that. do a positive demonstration and also show you in real life what can happen when you are me. Maybe I should change this to don't be like Arun. Don't be. Okay, save it. This actually highlights another point. So now you have the table of contents here. Click on it. See this update table? So update it. Update the entire table. That's how you do it. Save it as a PDF. And there you go. Tip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't be like Arun. Blah blah blah. And that's how you do it. That's how you edit your Word documents and change a simple text report into one that looks good. You know, add your own images, add text boxes, a contents page, you know, position your images, add a border, add page numbers. Make sure you have a link to your damn website or opt-in page at the bottom of the report, because people share reports with other people and all that, so you don't know where the clicks are going to come from. Do whatever I've shown you. It's all basic stuff, and once you play around with Microsoft Word, you'll be fine. When I use the word play around, it reminds me of a story. Back when I was young, I didn't have any toys. I really didn't, because my parents just didn't give a shit about me. But here's the thing, my father, being the mad weirdo that he was, this is how you talk. Arun, you just play around with the mathematics. I'm not even joking. Play around with the mathematics. Because, I mean, he was some bullshit engineer. He was not an engineer, but he called himself one. He was more like a technical officer. And he was very maths oriented because of all the bullshit they had to do in engineering. I was not a mathematics guy. Till today, I'm not. I can do it, but I don't like it. I'm more of the artistic kind of bullshitter. But this old fella, he would tell me, Arun, to play with the mathematics. I was like, guys are playing Nintendo and shit. And this old fella was telling me to play with the mathematics. Painful memories, but I thought I would share it with you and let you know, always follow your heart and do what you were meant to do. Okay, just because people tell you you need to do, you know, things that works for them, doesn't mean you have to. People tell you SEO is dead, but there are those who are making millions with SEO. So do what your heart wants you to do, and you know, follow your own path and the beat of your own drum. Don't listen to all these clowns and losers and who are telling you to play with the mathematics. And just for the record, I make way more money than my father, had many more women, and you know, I'm a lot tougher and basically a winner, while he was playing around with the mathematics and doing whatever else that got him to where he was, which is a miserable state that he is in now. Okay, society will tell you 101 things that you should be. Your heart will tell you exactly what you need to be. So follow it, and that's your free tip for today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.